Give the book. Yeah, so methods of study. You are the person who got 20th rank in CET, and you got.
No, 20th rank in the board.
Sorry, board.
Board, yeah.
Yeah, you got 20th rank in board exams and 2025.
Yes.
2025, and you got physics 99 and chemistry 95 and maths 100 out of 100 centum. Then biology you got 95. Then you got Hindi 95 and then English 97.
Yes.
So your total is 581 for
Yes.
2025 board exams.
Board exams.
Board exams, and so if you divide syllabus to study, so how you can study, like one is theory, another is practical problems and solutions,
Yes.
then you have derivatives, then you have lab problems.
Yes.
So methods of study in each of the division, how do you go by?
Okay, each subject it will be different.
Hmm.
I'll start with physics. So physics, firstly, derivations are very important because the maximum marks that you get is from derivations. There are 5 markers, there are 3 markers, and there are 2 markers. So the highest priority is for 5 markers. So I would start off, if I'm preparing for an exam of physics, I would start off first by learning all the derivations. And the major thing about derivations is it comes to you only with multiple practice sessions. Like you need to keep practicing the derivations. You need to understand the derivations first of all, and then you need to keep practicing it again and again. So before you start to study for a physics exam, I would recommend to start learning your derivations first. Second, you can move on to theory. Theory is just like understanding or reading like a storybook type.
So 1 minute. So out of the divisions what we made, like one is theory, practical problems and solutions, derivatives, and you have lab problems. So first focus should be on derivatives. That's what as per your view.
Yes.
So derivatives 5 marks, 3 marks, and 2 markers. So first you have to understand well. Then
Practice.
repeated practice.
Repeated practice. Yes, exactly. So if you do that, derivations would be easy. And next is the theory part. Theory is where they can twist and ask you many multiple choice questions in the paper. So you have to be thorough with the concept of it, and you have to understand because they can pick any line and they can twist the concept and give you a multiple choice questions. So physics theory you have to be thorough about the concept. And the next is the numerical problems. Numerical problems, so far in the board exams.
You're talking, one is theory, now you're talking about problems and solutions. Before that, so theory, you say they can twist anything. Mastering the concept in theory is important.
It's important.
So from that, multiple choice questions will come.
So more than question and answers or definitions, multiple choice questions are what they will try to reduce your marks in theory. If you ask any student, the maximum they would have lost is in MCQs.
Is it?
Yes. Because that's where they give you the questions which they can twist. Because other part of the paper, it's almost 30% standard questions which appears in around last 5 years or 6 years. So they're not gonna do much changes on that, but it's the MCQs where a student loses maximum of their marks. And these question and answers or theory are majorly in 3 markers or 2 markers. Because 5 markers in physics will always be derivations. Just 20% or 30% chances they'll split the 5 markers in 2 or 3 markers, and then they might give you some question based on theory. But maximum 80 to 90% it's derivations. So yeah, that one. And next is numericals. obviously.
One. Can you come again?
After theory, moving on to numericals. So numericals, it's usually they hold on to similar concept. Definitely different questions, but the concept will be same. The type will be same. The method may vary, but if you practice the previous year questions of numericals, then it will be easy. Out of 4, they give you 4 numericals. Out of 4, you are supposed to answer 2, in which 2 will be difficult numericals, 2 will be easy.
Numericals, you are talking about practical problems and solutions.
Problems and solutions. So it won't be like you can't answer any numerical. Definitely there will be an easy one. And it may vary because there will be split numericals like 3 2 markers, or they will be combined where they can give you a single question and you'll have to deduce the answer in various steps. Or there can be a split questions where part of the question will have like 2 questions and one more question, like 3 2, they'll split like that, or 4 1, like that. So numericals, you have it definitely like derivation. It comes with practice. You have to solve various other question papers and different types.
So basically, whatever base module, whatever is given by the college, those questions you have to practice, or
Those
any other
questions
book
you have
also.
to practice, or from any other book.
No. Have you done from any other book?
I think I used this one exemplar, NCRT exemplar.
NCRT exemplar. For which subject?
For physics.
Okay.
Other than that, I mostly went through the previous year question paper numericals.
Previous year question paper given by college.
College. Yes, they contain these question papers, right? In that, at the end we have numericals. So those, if you solve, those itself have like different types of numericals. If you solve those, then it will be fine. Other than that, it's basically how you think in the exam, how you process the numerical. Because they're not gonna give you anything out of syllabus. It will be something that you can do. You just have to think in the right way to solve those. And besides that, according to me, in physics, the only place that you can lose your marks is in MCQs or in the steps of your numericals. If you are completely thorough with the theory and derivations, it is like you can lose your marks least in derivations if you are thorough with them perfectly. High chances of losing your marks is in MCQs or numericals. So that was physics. In maths, there's more of problems in second PU and less of derivations. It's easy. Maths is very easy if you are thorough with the problems that they teach in the college. They're not gonna change much of it in maths. There's gonna be a lot of options for you to choose your questions wisely. And you can answer extra questions. That is one good thing about boards. You can answer extra questions. If you have made a
Negative marking is not there.
No. If you have made a mistake in a question and you have answered an extra question, then they will consider the right one and they'll give you marks. But I would recommend you answer all the extra questions at the end of the paper. After you have completely answered the necessary questions, then you can move on to extra questions. So even if you have made a mistake unknowingly, if you have written a correct answer in the extra question section, then they'll give you the marks for the extra question. So in maths, it's better to write extra questions because you won't know where you would have made a tiny mistake which would give you a wrong calculation. And then again, MCQs in maths, which is where the students lose marks. If you see a student's paper in maths, they would have scored full marks in the theory part. But if they have lost 2 or 3 marks, it would have definitely been in MCQs. So our college people, what they did was they used to give us tests, and in the tests they used to make the MCQ part the hardest. Because the theory part in maths, the other section, it would not be much to change except for some standard questions and standard methods. But MCQs are where they would twist the questions, or rather confuse the students on which method to use, how to use, and the options as well. So if the student has lost marks, it would have been in MCQs. And how to overcome this is repeated practice. No matter if you solve 50 MCQs or 30 MCQs, if you don't get the hang of the concept, there's no point. So I would recommend to solve more number of MCQs along with solving the normal numerical problems in maths.
Whatever is given by college and base materials.
Base materials. If you are preparing for CET,
have you referred any other book?
not much, no. Maths, it's not necessary that you refer any other book, because what questions they ask are almost similar method, 90% similar methods to the previous ones. Rarely 2 or 3 questions would be difficult or twisted. But it's pretty easy to score good marks in maths. The least you can probably get in maths, as far as I think, is 85 or 90 per 100. If you are a good student and if you study enough. And apart from that, these graphs and all of that, you have to be thorough. It's easy, nevertheless, but you have to be thorough with them.
Physics, you mentioned something NCERT exemplar. Where do you get the book? Is it a book or what exactly
It's
is
a
that?
small book. You get it in every bookshop, I guess.
Which company? Which author?
It's called NCERT Exemplars, but I would
NCERT exemplar.
Exemplar. If you buy the textbooks, they probably give it to you with that. But if you ask me, I did not refer to it much. I just used to go through it, that's all. I did not sit and solve each and every question of it. But whenever I had tests or something, if I had already done with my given set of questions, then I would just go through it, look at the questions, that's all. So...
And following the proper steps and giving importance for presentation of the steps.
It matters.
How do you go by that?
I would say write your answers precisely and neatly, because even if you have written the answer correctly or done the problem properly, if you do not present it neatly, then the evaluator might have thought that you made a mistake here and there are chances where he or she might not give you marks. That is why some people, they put their papers for re-evaluation, and after re-evaluation they do get 2 or 3 marks extra. So it's very important to present your paper neatly.
Present, can you a little elaborate? Presentation means what exactly you expect or you do it or you have done?
So
in terms of presentation.
In terms of presentation, I would not say my handwriting is the best in writing. But one thing that I followed, that my teachers told, was to draw a line after each main or each question, so that you separate one question from another.
You're talking about answers.
Answers.
You have written an answer for answer sheet.
Yes.
So after the question is complete, you have to draw a line. So that they can make out that this is different from that is
different.
Otherwise, they may think that it is one single answer.
One single answer. So this is what our teachers told.
1 point.
One point. And then there's plenty of answer sheets. So you can take your time, take your space, and write how much. You don't need to cram your answers in to fit in one page. You have plenty of sheets. They will give you sheets how much ever you want. So take enough space and write your answers neatly, one below the other. And if you have scratched enough, just move on to the next one. You don't need to overwrite it to make it understandable, because if you overwrite, then the word might change. The evaluator might not understand what you have written over and all. So it's better to start fresh. And other than that,
question number where you will write in the margin, left side of the margin or top of the thing?
Left side of the margin, they'll give you this
Left margin, in that question number you will
question
write.
number. You have to be very particular about the question numbers that you write. There are certain cases where the students don't write the question number and they don't get their marks for that. Even if they have written the answer and there's no serial number or question number, then they might lose their marks. Because you might know this is the answer for this is the question, but the evaluator does not know, right? So if you have to be particular about writing the question number, serial number, order, all of those things.
What is the serial number?
Serial number is just like the question number, that's it. There's a particular main, under that there are certain sub questions.
Okay.
Those
Main question and sub questions.
Sub questions, something like that. So that, and it's like you can't write for a particular question. For example, there are 3 sub questions. You can't write 2 sub questions in one page. Write some other answer for some other question, and then continue the 3rd sub question in the next page. All should be in the same place. You can't jumble it.
Question number 1, sub question ABC.
ABC.
So ABC should be in the
same
place. But in different pages. In this page, this page is or next page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So suppose you have written ABC in one place. You can't write second question and then write C. You have to write A, B, C. Then move on to second question.
Yeah, continue.
So yeah, that's what. You have to write first question A, B, C, then move on to second question. You can't write like first question A, B, then second question, then C. You can't do that. Because
it is not advisable.
It is not advisable. Because then the
track will not be there.
Yeah, the evaluator will also not understand what you have written, and he might end up not giving you marks for the whole question, even though if it is correct.
So question number 1 or question number 3, let us say question number 3, A, B, C. A, B, C should be in one place, like first page, second page, third page, something like that.
Something like that.
But it should not be like 3A we have written, then 2B we wrote, then next 3A, 3C somewhere
else. We should not do that.
Huh.
It become difficult for the evaluator also to correct the paper. So you never know where they are correcting, how they are correcting, what mood they are correcting. If an evaluator is very much frustrated, he or she will not pay much of patience or attention in correcting your paper. So it's better, the least that you can do is arrange your questions in an order, present it neatly, so that it was easy for them also to find the answers that they're looking for. And it's advisable to underline your key points.
You underline?
Yeah, some I have underlined.
In the answer?
In the answer.
You underline key points?
Key points. With a pencil. They're not, they won't allow you anything else apart from pen or pencil and scale, eraser, stationery. They not allow you pouch also inside the exam hall.
What are the things allowed?
Your pen, your pencil, your scale, eraser, that's all. Only your stationery items without
no calculator.
Calculator is allowed for maths, physics and chemistry. A simple calculator, not a scientific calculator.
Scientific calculator is not allowed.
You can get simple calculator. Apart
You,
from
you had carried?
yes,
simple calculator?
everybody is. It's necessary for everyone to carry a calculator.
Mm-hmm.
So
Scientific calculator is not allowed.
not allowed.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
There won't be much of problems with scientific calculator, but according to PU board rules, you are not allowed scientific calculator.
Mm-hmm.
Only simple calculator is allowed.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not allowed to even carry your pouch to the exam hall.
Mm-hmm.
Just your stationery items. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty strict where they check before you go write your exam. At least twice they will be checking.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Coming to examination scenario, we'll talk a little later.
Yes.
So first we'll focus on exam study methods, study presentation,
So far,
all that. So coming to one is what you mentioned is question number 1, 2, 3, whatever you are writing. So underline after each answer, so that they can bifurcate between, and even 1A, 1B, 1C also. It is better to underline. So it is 1A is different from 1B and 1C. Did you start like in a sequence, like you start from question number 1, then go to 2, 3, or randomly you, whichever is good for you, that you did?
So
Whether it is physics or maths or whatever.
So I first wrote all the answers to the questions that were easier to me,
Mm-hmm.
that I could remember properly. So you have to choose, right? In each section, particular, suppose in section A you have to write 4 questions out of 6 questions. So out of those 6 questions, I chose the 4 questions that were easier to me. So I finished those. I moved on to the next section. I finished the particular set of easiest 4 questions that we were supposed to write. Then after finishing the whole paper, I picked some extra questions that I knew, but I was not very as thorough as the first 4 that I wrote, but I knew the answers to these as well. So those are the extra questions that you're gonna write. Suppose if you have made any mistake in the first 4 questions and your extra questions are right, then they will give you marks for your extra questions.
Now, how many sections are there in a paper for physics, maths, chemistry, or all?
Physics, there's a section A which contains fill in the blanks and MCQs. And then we have section B which has 2 markers. Section C which has 3 markers. Section D which has 2 subparts. Section D is 5 markers. 2 subparts. One part is derivations and the other part is numericals. So derivations, you'll have to write 4 derivations, each 5 marks. And numericals, you'll have to write 2 numericals, each 5 marks. So this pattern was introduced to us this year, because last year the pattern was different. This year they had changed the pattern, so they introduced this pattern to us.
Physics, chemistry, and maths also same way sections?
No, there's a variation for
Chemistry and maths.
chemistry and maths.
Chemistry, how it is?
Chemistry, again section A, which is MCQs and fill in the blanks. And then section B, which contains 2 markers. And section C, which has 2 parts. Section C has 3 markers. 2 parts are there. One might be for organic and one is for physical. So these 2 parts also has 3 marker questions, but the number of questions that you have to answer may vary. Suppose section C, first part, you have to answer 4 or 3 questions from 5 questions. And the second part, you have to answer 3 questions from 6 questions. Then section D is for 5 markers always. Section D is always for 5 markers. There you'll have these split questions, basically for organic chemistry, majorly organic chemistry. You will have to answer 4 questions from 5 or 6 questions. Then section E, which is completely numericals in chemistry. You'll have around 6 questions. out of which 3 you have to answer, and these are 3 markers for section A. So this is chemistry, and it might vary depending on the year how many questions you have to answer from a particular main or section. For us, this year they had changed compared to last year. For the upcoming batch, they might make minor changes. You can't be sure that this is the pattern, but the marks for each question will be the same. The number of questions that you answer, they may change.
1 minute. Now, is it expected to write, any student is expected to write section A, then section B, then section C, or can we choose like section C first, then section B, then section E, then section A? Randomly it can be written, or
Yes.
In the sequence only you have to write?
Section A is compulsory, you have to write in the first page. After that, you can write section D first, or section E first, and or section B. That is
But how
your
you
choice.
went by?
I went by according to the paper. I did not jumble anything.
No jumbling.
No.
So section A, B, C, sequence only you write.
Yes, but it is necessary to write section A in the first page. The MCQs should always be on the first page. That is an unsaid rule for the PU board. MCQs are always supposed to be in the first page. Even if you don't want to answer the MCQs in first, you can number them in the first page. You can come back and write the answers later. Move on, attempt the other sections, and then you, at the end of the paper, you can come back to the MCQs and answer them. So, yeah, if you are comfortable writing section D first, then you can leave space for section A, write section D, then move on to section B or C or A. But make sure they're under the same heading. Under the
what method you followed is you went in sequence. No jumbling.
No jumbling.
Not here and there. Section
No,
A, then section B, then section C, section D, E, like that only. In sequence only you went.
Yes.
Okay.
So, yeah. I mean, it depends on the particular student. Who some students might find easy to finish 5 markers first, or some might find it easy to finish 2 or 3 markers first. So those students, they will write section B first or section D.
But normally it is advisable to write in sequence.
Sections. But it is nothing wrong if you write section D or C first. But section A always you have to write first.
Section is numericals.
MCQs.
MCQs.
Yes. After that, it doesn't matter. It's according to your convenience. But for me, as I felt convenient, I went in the same order as the paper.
Or for all the subjects, PC
For
and
all
D.
the subjects, yes.
And what about maths? How many sections? What are the sections?
There are 5 sections. Section A to section D. And
section E.
Section E is this.
No, start from section A. What is section A?
Section A again. MCQs and fill in the blanks for all subjects.
That is common.
That is common. Section B is 2 markers. Section C, 3 markers. And section D, 5 markers. And section E is graphs or probability sums. Those you will get. Section E is like they'll split it. Section E is basically 4 markers. They'll split either 2-2 or 3-1, like that. Okay. 4 markers will be there and 6 markers will be there in section E. So 6 markers you'll have a graph or a probability sum. So these will be standard questions. Graph is standard, probability is standard. Those 4 markers will either be these matrices or some other continuity or differentiability problem. So the maximum marks in maths is 6 markers, and then 5 markers, and then 4, 3, like that. So yeah, that was from maths.
So basically, you have theory, you have multiple MCQs, multiple choice questions, MCQs. Then you have derivatives. You have practical problems and solutions. Theory. This MCQ normally will be in all papers. It is the first section, and that is section A.
Yes.
whether it is PCMP, wherever it comes, MCQs, fill in the blanks.
Yes.
Then coming to theory and all, it will be derivative theory, all that can be anyway, whichever section.
Anyway, yes, yes.
It can be normally which sections?
Normally, section B to section E. If you are speaking in maths, section B to section E will be numerical problems and graphs. Section E is always graph. Section B, 2 markers, easy problems. To each, also there's this one unsaid rule that this question number is from this chapter. These many questions will come from these chapters, but you never know. You can't be very sure that only these many questions will come from these chapters. But they'll release a blueprint.
Who will release?
The PO board. They'll release a blueprint like for this chapter, this much marks. But you don't know that how those marks will be split. So it's better advisable to look into the blueprint when you're preparing. They will follow the blueprint no matter what. The PO boards. So yeah, and in chemistry is one subject that most people find difficult to get sent them, because the way the teachers correct the paper is very strict, and it's very easy to lose your marks in chemistry as well. Because even if you make one small arrow mistake, or if you write aqueous, or if you miss to write aqueous, the state, solid, then they'll cut marks.
What is that, aqueous?
Aqueous state, it's the state of the element.
Aqueous?
Yes.
Okay, aqueous.
Aqueous, or solid, or gaseous, or something like that. If you miss to write that, they might cut marks. And they're very particular about the way you write the answers in chemistry. And
all that is taught by college. Presentation. And, in terms of presentation, where how to present.
Yes. Even the teachers who correct for the board exams, they'll also be very strict while correcting your chemistry paper. Because the one place where you can lose or gain marks is the MCQs, right? You can easily lose marks in MCQs, and you can easily gain marks in MCQs. So in chemistry, they can't deduct your marks in MCQs if their answers are right. But the other part of the paper, the theory that you write, it is easy for them to reduce your marks because of certain minor mistakes that you make. So if you have to be very careful, thorough with the way you write certain reactions, the way you draw certain arrows, and the terms that you use specifically. So yeah, that is chemistry. Chemistry is almost like liquid luck. You never know where you missed a certain thing. Only sometimes after you finish the paper and after the teacher has corrected, then you realize, oh, so many places I have missed. So only when the teacher points it out to you, you realize that fine, okay, this should have been written here. Until then, there's minimal chances that you realize. But once you do realize, it's better to not make the same mistake again, right? You have to practice the reactions multiple times, practice the way the questions might be asked multiple times, and be in touch with the teacher repeatedly. So because the teacher will tell you how the paper will be corrected, what they're looking for in the paper, and how not to write the paper.
College will take care of all those things.
Yeah.
So
coming to biology, section wise.
Biology, as I said, section A is MCQs and fill in the blanks. Then section B, you have 2 markers, and section C, 3 markers, and section D, 5 markers, and
same pattern. No?
Same pattern.
Same pattern. Physics, chemistry, biology, same pattern.
But in biology, section D, they'll have 2 parts. The first part, you have to 5 markers again, but you have to answer 4 questions. In the second part, you have to answer around one question, which is also a 5-marker, but they'll give you two or three choices. If I remember correctly, 2 or 3 choices they'll give you, and you have to answer one question out of it. It can be split question, like 3-2, 2-1, 2, like that.
We discussed study methods in relation to
I think
physics.
we can do it in parts by part. Because
Okay,
she is
sure,
also
sure.
getting tired.
Sure.
Almost 1 hour she is also talking. So it's not
Sure,
feasible.
sure.
You know, or
Sure.
a continuous talk, right?
Correct.
So I think we also have to